Hello, welcome to my video yet again. I thought it was about time actually that I gave you a little tour around my workshop so we can see what I have to work with and what I enjoy doing most of the time. So we'll start with my lathe, which is a Colchester 2500 Master. Which the 2500 relates to the top speed that it will run at. It runs from anything from about 45 revs per minute right up to 2500. Very dependable lathe, possibly one of the best all-round lathes ever built. That's only my opinion. There are other lathes available, obviously. Very efficient. Try to look after it as good as possible, as much as possible, and keep it running nice and smooth. So then we move over, before we leave the lathe, I can show you, at the moment it's got a 3-jaw chuck on it. Down in the corner here, I have a 4-jaw chuck and a faceplate, and up on the rack up there, we have a collet chuck with various sizes of collets. So yeah, it's quite a good machine. And then we move round to a little hydraulic press, which is fairly new to my workshop. I've managed to get away without one for quite a few years. Just bought this one last year. Quite a nice little piece of kit. It wasn't expensive, so but it does the job extremely well. Obviously down in the corner there, I have my little log burning stove for when it gets cold in the winter. Up on the shelf there, windowsill, we have the obligatory music system. I loosely called a music system. It's a khaki old plastic, probably from Woolworths originally. I bought it second hand, but it's great, keep me company when I'm in here on my own. Obviously various different tooling up on the shelf there as well. This is for the milling machine, which is a Beaver milling machine, built by a company in Norwich, a company called Baldwin Engineering. Fairly dependable milling machine, fairly accurate. I wouldn't call it a jig boring machine, but it does the job quite well. It's pretty accurate. As we move round, obviously over in this corner, we have the bench grinder and pedestal drill. Bench grinder has a normal grit wheel on it and a green grit for doing carbide tips on my tooling. Overall on the wall, shouldn't be on the wall, it should be on my body, but there you go. It's not at the moment. It will be later as I start work. I won't get too close to my bench because it's not the tidiest place in the workshop, but it does what I need it to do. Then we have some racking against the wall here, which I use for jobs in, pending jobs, jobs out, various different spanners and tools and just a bit miscellaneous equipment. So, and cupboard here with more instrumentation in it, micrometers, etc. And down that end, down towards the lathe end of the machine shop or workshop, we have various different tools, lots of odds and ends and drills. Even got a basketball for when I get bored, but then I don't normally have much time for playing with that. We've got some drills and drill chucks, and in the corner there we have a couple of boxes of soft jaws for the lathe, which I use quite often actually when I'm doing various different things, and some odds and ends of material, and a trolley here, work trolley here, which has various tooling for the lathe, and underneath bits and pieces like a die head for putting threads on rods and centres, etc., revolving centres, fixed centre, etc. So, oh, excuse me, that's what I have in the main workshop itself. Then we can go through into where I do my welding, which is another part of the barn. Table looks a bit scruffy at the moment, but I don't have any welding projects on just at the moment. Over there we have my little MIG welder, which is quite a dependable little tool. Works on CO2 obviously. And I've got gas bottles down in the corner here as well, which you can't really see very well because the lighting in here is not brilliant until I turn the bigger lights on. As we pan round, over in the corner here, there's a linisher and a small fly press. Fly press is not really used very often. Not now that I've got the hydraulic press, I don't really need the fly press. So I don't know whether I'll be keeping that for very much longer. And we pan round to where my compressor is in the corner, with the additional bottles that I've added onto it. Couple of gas bottles I've plumbed into the reservoir on the compressor, just to give it a bit more air. It lasts a little bit longer rather before the compressor has to kick in. And next to that, obviously, as you can see, my small sandblaster. There's just a little sandblast cabinet just for cleaning up bits and pieces, small pieces. Quite a useful piece of kit. So that's a little tour around my workshop. I forgot the little horizontal bandsaw for cutting off steel and whatever else, even some firewood sometimes when I'm burning a little fire inside the workshop. So there we go, and then we just work our way back into the main workshop again, where the lighting is a little bit better. So there we have a little tour around my workshop, sometimes called my little playroom. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. You enjoyed that little tour around my playroom. It's just basically just to let you know what I have and the facilities I use. I'm quite happy with it. It's not too big an expenditure, but it's if it was a lot more expensive equipment in here, then I would have to charge an awful lot more money. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll let you get on with the rest of your life. But please, by all means, make any comments you wish to make, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.